Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome to me being unprofessional because things are new and are exciting and I have got my device in my hands, which I'd never usually do, which means my camera angle on my cats, if you can call it a camera angle, has been well off. But worry not, because Sweet XP is not what we're doing today, merely trying to fill out some missions. What we are actually having a go at is a bit more Cats of the Cosmos, because people who do it all quickly, get their treasure immediately, are now bored out of their minds and have nothing to do until 7.3. Us, however, have the chance to keep going through Cats of the Cosmos 2 because we are taking it at a nice leisurely slow pace. And also, something I remembered recently was that a very long time ago I said this.
So there are, I believe, 8 chapters. I may be wrong, quite likely.
And now that, in effect, has come true, because there are 3 chapters in Empire of Cats, 3 in Into the Future, and now we have 2 in Cats of the Cosmos. I am on this 8th chapter that I imagined all that time ago. So there you go. Little bit exciting. Yeah, we'll go with exciting. So through a lot of treasure hunting, doing it naturally in a couple of treasure radars where I hadn't got any treasure on levels, I've got all superior so far. And so our progress lands us onto Aldebaran, which has a horned helmet. And what are the conditions? Deploy from row 1 only. Well, fair enough. Let's go to slot 6. That's where I got my Cats of the Cosmos stuff. And I reckon that would pretty much do. Blue is a barrier breaker. Seafarer is pretty good. Jizo's pretty good. Rover, now hypermaxed as of the previous video, is pretty good. And a Razor is also completely fine. I feel like that should be alright. There aren't any cost restrictions, so blue will work as our barrier breaker. Let's go into Aldebaran with this one then. So attack, and into this place we go. Unfortunately for me, I am not match A, so I'm not going to actually understand any of the Cats of the Cosmos references as we go through it. For me, it's just a strange helmet thing and a strange star, and it means nothing to me. But, I mean, if it means something to you, let me know. Enlighten me. Now, we've got nothing against red, so what I'll do is a bit of Jizo, a bit of this, bit of that, and my plans have already been scuppered by the arrival of Mr. Froggo Space Froggo alien boy. So I reckon blue and as much meat shielding as we can muster should be fine. The shy boy should go away eventually. Even the strongest of shy boys don't stick around for that long, so we can rely on that. We'll slow what we can, although the slow effect doesn't seem to have an effect on Mr. Froggy Boy because of the barrier that it still has up. I'll keep flicking to my second row that I know I can't deploy from, but I still do it. Also, is my voice changing around now that I have my device in my hands? Am I looking down towards it so you can't hear me project like this? Am I all muffled when I'm down like this as opposed to like this? I don't know. I can't hear the feedback on what I sound like. I guess I'll find out during the edit how unprofessional I'm being. Isn't that a fun game? The barrier is broken and so is the Froggo himself. Goodbye to you. Bit of a working upgrade. Slow them lot and we're going to be sorted for Aldebaran unless there's more to go through. Pretty simple. I think there are restrictions which hurt us a lot more than deploy from row 1. As long as we actually know what we're doing, can adjust our slot thusly, even though it didn't actually need adjustment. Been perfectly fine. That's Aldebaran completed with no treasure. What have we got next? My hand is starting to hurt. Beetlejuice. Now, I know that, at least, is a Tim Burton film, I think. Other than that, not too sure. Row 1, same thing. Let's give it a go. An angel, that we do have stuff for. Let's lure this slightly, and this heavenly hippo will fall and quake and crumble at the sight of your boy Jizo. But we need our only barrier breaker blue as soon as we can, because there's an ultra barbar, which we can deal with in no other way. And rather unhelpfully, the enemies are mounting up behind it. We've killed the Gabriel Doge though. That gives us a nice, simple path to the ultra barbar, which is now dead, allowing us to deal with the Scissoroo on its lonesome, upgrade the worker cat and not really be bothered. A Cellaboodle, that will just die instantly. Lovely stuff. Quite a few angel enemies, but luckily we do have Jizo in our row 1. Coming to usefulness here. We can slow what isn't barriered, so that's actually not that much stuff. But anyway, still fine. Possibly hamming up the difficulty of this stage a little too much, because we have the treasures, and it's fairly simple. I like simple things. So treasure is good. Treasure is suiting me very well. Beetlejuice is going to be completed without too much worry. goodbye to you. Deneb, the swan. Don't know why it's called Deneb. Poor swan looks like he's sort of trying to play Space Limbo or something, but we'll leave it be.
Deneb.
I noticed that this one has no restrictions, and that is fabulous. I like that. It's like a really old Pingu with wings. It's not really Pingu, is it? I would like to see how Rover fares against a Celeboodle. I mean, Celeboodle does quite a lot of damage and has very little health. So, yeah, it does still kill it quite easily. Gregory, however, not quite the same story. Let's get Blue out to him, because he's rampantly destroying the base. Got quite a lot of health off it, actually. As long as we keep the Celeboodles away, they are weak and powerless. And with no restriction, we can spam whatever we want, whenever we want. But it also suggests to me that there's going to be something a lot more terrifying than what we've had before approaching us. I would be right then. A Bun Symbiote, that nice version of the Dolphina, a cheeky galactic overseer Nyandam. I haven't seen him in ages, actually. Him and his Butterfingers? In any case, Castaway has done an amazing job of keeping the Bun looking like a waxwork, so he's of no trouble. Gregory, much the same story. Celeboodle, much the same story. In fact, we seem to be doing perfectly well. A.bahamut, what can you do? You can do a little bit of damage here and there, and then die valiantly for the cause. Oh well, you tried your hardest, didn't you? Bring out a Mega Aphrodite. Don't know if he'll actually get there in time to do anything, because we are absolutely fine. Castaway stacking. I mean, there's not much more to it. Blue also seems to be sitting outside the range of Galactic Overseer Nyandam, which makes things even easier for us. Additionally, both him and Bun Symbiote dying at the same time, that also sort of helps. You know, them's all gone, them's all done, them's all victory. And what do we get? A normal swan. Why not? Cosmic Lounge is only special, rare, and super rare. So,
Regit, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to make yourself fail miserably. But you must try and do it without yourself realizing. Good luck.
essentially, our Ubers are useless here, but we can still use Castaway, still use Rover, and we've got Loincloth as a barrier breaker. I think we can get by just fine. It's supposed to be a general Cats of the Cosmos slot, so if this works for us, that will be good. Cosmic Lounge, what do you have for us?
Good, he's not suspecting a thing.
A very short base length, and the immediate hippo is what it has, as well as a Dark Doge. Not too worried about that. Keep up with my Rovers, keep the Dark Doge away. Maybe a can would also benefit from that. A bit of an expensive and inefficient way to meat shield, but it's going to be resistant to the aliens, so I think we'll be just about fine. Oh, and things are going so well, but it's a Star Peng. How are we going to fare against that and a load of Dark Doges? That, I believe, is where we're going to start to struggle. Slow Beam's going to help keep things in order. I'm going to a.bahamut to hopefully just get a lot of damage done. Maybe not get a lot of damage done. Oh dear me. The Star Pengs. I mean, I told you they're evil, but I mean, I didn't think they were that evil. We are getting absolutely stomped on. How are we going to play this then? There is a way to play it being, you know, going out of this menu and putting together a strat that has only cats that we can spam in it. But I want a general slot. I want a general slot for Cats of the Cosmos that works. Unfortunately, it seems here we start to realise that that is going to be a bit of a difficult feat. With just Rover as a meat shield and Star Pengs on the loose, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. But I'm going to try and find a way around this. First of all, my question is the Star Peng on a timer or on base hit? It's on timer, which is a bit saddening really, coming out with the Heavenly Hippo and also some more Dark Doges. So we can always slow them there, that's fine. I think what's going to be important is where we manage to do our a.bahamut timings. Possibly it'd be useful when the Star Peng is frozen, a bit like that, but we'll give it a go now, see what we can do. Maybe we can generate a few monies from this, but ultimately, we've also got to consider the fact that we haven't actually got much to spend our monies on. We need to try and kill the Star Peng, which we've managed to, but it's immediately replaced by another, which is just really sad. We've frozen it though. Is this our chance? No, the Dark Doges are scuppering it. Is this our chance? No, the Dark Doges are scuppering it. Is this our chance? No, the Dark Doges are scuppering it. Is this our chance? No, yes, no, maybe. Oh no, it definitely isn't. Right, okay. That hasn't worked either. What's your plan, Stan? I don't know. And who's Stan? I don't know how to play this then. If it was on base hit, I'd just spend as long as I could upgrading my work account, right? That would seem sensible. I mean, I'm still going to try and do that. But I mean, we've already scuppered up this attempt. They're on the base for some unknown reason, even though we've got stuff in front of it. We're going to have to start again before we've even barely started. What about just the Seafarer then? I doubt that's going to work with the Dark Doge on the loose. And yeah, they're just impenetrable. On the base, complete battering rams. Annoying battering rams at that. I'm not having a fun time with this level, probably because I went into it with a slot that I can only spam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, exactly half of. Can I build up a Rover stack? Doubtful in the face of all the enemies, but I can give it a try. Lioncloth is the only remotely spammable thing other than Rover. Other than that, it's all long recharge times and hoping for the best, you know, that sort of thing. We'll slow these here so that we have a depth of field, as it were, where we actually have room for manoeuvre, which is quickly being eaten away at by our friend, the Star Peng, as always, the star of the miserable show that no one wants to watch. a.bahamut them for some monies that we ultimately can't really spend. Bit of Star Peng, bit of Dark Doge multi-hit coming in handy there, but still trounced. But you know me, I'm stingy. I'm not going to give up my energy that easily. Seafarer when we can. Come on, Seafarer. Right, okay, another Rover. Can we please do a bit of damage to the hippo and all of that? Bit of work account upgrade. Just give ourselves, give ourselves as much room as possible. Now, give ourselves as much room as possible to be able to, I don't know, not suffer. I guess I've just got to make like a cat CPU and spam everything when I possibly can. What I found out while doing floor 40 tries after that Rover video, just to perfect the strategy, is I honestly do better when I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Just spamming the units in the bottom row, and that's it. I don't look up. I mean, maybe occasionally for a cannon, but other than that, I don't. I just spam things when I can, and that actually makes things go better. Says a lot for my strategic ability, but I guess we already know about that. Slow beam is definitely a helping hand. We got rid of one of the Star Pengs, but as always, there is another one there to scupper things up. And I could do an a.bahamut, that's spammable, but then I have to choose the right time to do it. But it seems a good time, actually, as the Star Peng was frozen. That's an Imperator-style stack knockback, and more units should be got. And a bit of work account upgrading as well. Neglected that when I shouldn't have. a.bahamut, unlucky knockback there. Another knockback, and he's dead with the Star Peng in audience, which isn't useful. Please, Rover, Seafarer. Oh, it's like Marco Po Road, but so much worse. I'm not even a fan of my newfound independence because holding up my device actually is just hurting my hand. Also, in news about my hand, my cold might have subsided, but there is a problem that has come to replace it, as is so common with life. Full of problems. My hand now is shriveling up. Not kind of shriveling up when you've had a long bath or a shower, just generally shriveling up when completely dry and it just shriveled and pruny and slightly painful and just generally miserable. You know, just set the mood. I wonder if we try and do this bit without a.bahamut and shift it to when we're in danger later on. Maybe that will help. Because obviously it has a huge long recharge time and we can't do one for each Star Peng wave. So if we can get through this, sans a.bahamut, maybe it can help us later. Can early on, perhaps? That is a useful unit, but can it do what it needs to do? Killing loads of stuff in quick succession and not letting these guys onto the base as they so often and frequently do. Please, stay away. Now I'm going to start upgrading the worker cat because there's not much else to spam other than just Lioncloth Rover, and then the other stuff when they come out of recharge time. And here's the Star Peng with barely any room to work in. Just as we clear out that stuff, Star Peng moves in to take its place. Let's slow all of that stuff before it comes and makes our life more difficult. Rover, can, Loincloth. Rover, Loincloth. Wait, Rover, Loincloth, Rover, Seafarer. We've had a lucky knockback. They're not quite on the base and we're still not using our a.bahamut. We got a little bit of a stack. And now I think is the time where we use our a.bahamut. 2 Star Pengs at the same time. Can we clear out all this stuff or are we going to get unlucky again? That's a good hit from a.bahamut. Oh, the Dark Doges are coming though. We've been knocked back and slowed. Not very useful. Get this stuff here before they come and completely destroy me in 2 seconds flat. It's sort of Dark Doge thing to do. keep a watch on the base health, slow them as best we can. We got a tiny bit of room. We have finally got a tiny bit of room. Okay, this might be the way we do it then. Imperator Siles getting knocked back. Lioncloth, Can. Seafarer, Rover, unlucky a.bahamut knockback, but we've killed a Starpeng. Is that the last of the Starpengs? Oh, and there are no aliens left on the field. Have we gone and done it with our general slot? Imagine trying to farm treasure this way. See, I'm stingy, but when it comes to energy, I'm patient, right? We work at it, and with half the slot and a lot of difficulty, we've managed to get Cosmic Lounge done. 10 out of 10, only use half my slot again. Well, after that exhausting last bit of level, I think that'll do it for our Cats of the Cosmos trek. I'll be going through it, getting treasure on those levels, probably make a specific slot for Cosmic Lounge because that was painful but successful. I'm glad we managed to do it in the end, so that'll just about do it. I might ask you to please subscribe if you'd like to, but only if you'd like to. If you thought this video was of a bad quality, don't subscribe. Tell me how I could improve it, but then also do subscribe, maybe, so you can see if I've improved in another video and if I've heeded your suggestion in the way that you might wish that I had. So either way, maybe subscribing would benefit you. But you are the moral arbiter of your own choices, so I will leave that up to you. And on that note, I will bid you goodbye. I hope you enjoyed.